almighty!
What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Bubba Bassin. Today we got old Country Hook TV in the boat today. Many of y'all haven't seen him that are new. He's been on night shift for like 8 million years. He finally, got on day shift and he's out here today. But we're at a lake today and we got a slight overcast. It's probably almost, I don't know, probably 46 degrees outside or so. It's supposed to get up to the 50s. It's pretty warm for what it's been. We're gonna try to get on a moving bait bite today, or maybe like a suspended jerk bait bite or something similar to that. I'm sure the water temperature is probably around 44-45 degrees, probably the same as the water temperature, so that breeds for good fishing. I don't know if old Country Hook's got anything to say, but his link will be in the description below. Go give him a follow. If you're new here, hit that like and subscribe button, and so we're gonna get to fishing. Huh?
How much does that thing weigh? Do you know how many ounces?
3.
Saltwater weight. Come on.
Got one?
Yep.
Good stuff, Crump. Looks like a pickerel.
I said I got this weird feeling. I don't care. Pickerel. It's something taking me. Is that a bass? Yeah. Is that the Ned rig?
Yeah.
Chris got himself
I think it's a big chain.
Couldn't tell by the tail. Little pickerel. He's good. Alright, guys.
Looky here, guys.
2.5, 3. Got a pretty fat belly on it.
Alright guys, so how I caught that pickerel was on this 3-inch salty sling. It's the high floater series from Venom Lures. It's on the DK rig with the standard mushroom head. I think this is 1/8 of an ounce. It's a 2-aught hook, and it's got the straight shank on it right here, so you can Texas rig your worms instead of having an exposed hook as a Ned rig. Throwing it on 8-pound vicious fluorocarbon, and then it's paired with a Lews 200 series speed spool with a 7'6" medium spinning rod. This is like the ultimate finesse rod right here. Like you can literally cast drop shots or any type of little finesse bait just like this pretty far, and you can feel the amazing eyes on this rod just work, how your bait is hitting the contour of the bottom. As soon as I threw out there, that pickerel hit it after I was kind of like popping it, and it stuck the worm shit up off the bottom. As soon as I popped it a few times, like I'm doing now, he just absolutely hammered it, and then he just took off. This medium rod with that 8-pound fluoro, he definitely was digging with it. So stay tuned. And old Country Hook, he lost him a nice pickerel too on the donkey snatcher from Venom Lures. So I'm telling you, I think if we post up on here, we just make 1 million casts, I think we'll catch a good one.
Do it. You guys had a big hit.
I'm gonna let the boat smack the shore here, and then we're gonna turn. When you were running that swim bait, were you running it on the bottom?
When that pickerel hit?
Yeah.
Probably a foot off the bottom. Then it hit right after the twitch and the pause. There's like twitch pause, and then I went to reel it in and I felt tension. So I kind of just went like this. You got one? Yes, sir. That's the ones we're looking for. I think that's 3.
Nice, 2. Venom Lures rattleshake, baby. Look at that. Right in the corner. Right in the tough cartilage that just popped right out. He hit that like a limp noodle, dude. If you don't know what that means, he just kind of like, you know, kissed it. But get him back in the water. I'll show y'all what kind of rattleshake I'm using. I'm using a Venom Lures natural shad rattleshake, 3/8 ounce coffin blade with the fork in the top. And I'm using a natural shad donkey snatcher on the back. It's a 3.8. That was the schooler. This is Country Hook TV's diet for the day. Nutrient tips.
All right, guys. So a lot of people wonder where they can get a like water content from either your type of food. And oranges are great because they are 60% water, and I don't like to keep my oranges alone. I always pair them with a good saltine. If you place it in the direct center, you can get a really good sweet and sour flavor.
Tastes good, bro.
It's good with the cheese or apple tea. Check it out.
Imagine being a beaver dam right now. That would suck. The wind.
Is it worse than Beaver Dam?
Yeah. The wind usually blows.
There we go. That bass was really going for that. Livingston Lures. I think it's chirping away, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. Livingston Lures, Bee Viper, get bit. Look, guys. Alright, guys, so I caught that bass a few seconds ago. I'm throwing the Bee Viper Livingston Lures 6-inch Ghost Gizzard Shad color. It's got the number 2 big VMC treble hooks. It's got the feather on the front, and it's got the electronic bait noise in it. And I got the 2 knocker beads in it right here. I don't know if y'all can see them, but there's a pin in here that you can take out. Usually it runs 3 beads in there, but I got 2 in there right now. It's got a rubber tail, and I don't know if y'all can hear that EBS system going on right there, but that's that bait fish noise. We're currently stuck on a bluff right now for the dam. We're parked against it. The wind's coming at us, and I noticed we want to be stuck to the shore, and we want to cast out from it. I'm trying to mimic a bait fish that's dying from the cold weather, also casting into the wind, so that way the fish are nose into the wind and they see the bait come over them versus it coming behind them in front of them. So I'm trying to get that major reaction strike. Also, I was throwing this Venom Lures rattleshake. This is the natural shad with the natural shad 3.8 donkey snatcher on the back, with 12-pound vicious Pro Elite fluorocarbon. And this rattleshake is 3/8 ounce, like I was saying. I actually had that go all the way to the bottom, and I was slow rolling it back to the boat, just having it hover right above the bottom, and that fish whacked it. He felt like he barely just sniffed it, dude. Like, he wanted it, but he didn't like hammer it. He just kind of like just went over and just kind of like, and then I was reeling as I felt the slack, and I just put the hammer on him. And then also I caught a nice pickerel on this mushroom head DK rig with a 2/0 wide gap hook. It's basically like a Ned rig, but it's got the high floater black and red Cinco in it, and it stands up just like this, and as soon as I hit the water and I kind of gave it a couple twitches, that big pickerel ate it. But I'm throwing all Fitzgerald rods right now. I threw the DK rig on this Fitzgerald all-purpose 7'6" medium on 8-pound vicious fluorocarbon, and then the setup for this big heavy swim bait, I'm using a Lews Super Duty MCS wide spool. Holds 300 yards. So you can get that extra long cast out the way and you're not on the end of your cast with the line on the spool. I'm using a 7'6" all-purpose Fitzgerald rod that's heavy. It can hold up to 3 ounces, and I'm using 17-pound Pro Elite fluorocarbon from Vicious Fishing. The rods I use will be linked in the description, and then this big old shad right here will be linked in the description as well. I think they run for $30 or so. But we're gonna get back to fishing, and if you're new here, hit that like and subscribe button. Also check out old Country Hook TV right now. He's over there casting. He's basically an icicle right now. Yeah. He's out here battling though, so the persistence will pay off. He's gonna get him a toad sooner or later. He's running that chatterbait right now, that rattle shake around the side of the dam here, to see if he can run it parallel, see if he can't get whacked. But stay tuned, and we're gonna see if we can rip some more lips. So what we're doing right now is we're facing the wind. I don't know if y'all can hear me because the wind's really loud, but anyways, we're facing the wind, and we were currently over there. We moved over like 2 boat lengths down, so we're fan casting at a 45-degree angle all the way across. The reason I say 45 is because I usually have, thank you, Mr. Fish. Normally I have success casting at 45-degree angles. They just like that retrieve coming through the water column that way. I don't know why. I guess because like you cover ground coming this way, and if there's a ledge, as Kenny almost dunks me in the water, there's like a ledge that comes off. It just drops off slowly. I think it's about 8 feet in the middle, and then it comes to a foot, and it just slowly drops down to 8 feet. And I think that retrieve coming across that bar is probably what makes it better to come off at a 45 instead of straight up. It's a toad. Easy.
Yo. Welcome to another cringy episode of Country Hook TV, where I say nothing. Finally got one in the boat.
Hey folks. He might have said cringy, but at least he's out here in the cold catching a bass. That's all that matters.
That is true. This is probably, I would say, one of the more difficult seasons, just because people don't go out here and try. Like, they don't get acclimated to this type of fishing.
They let the cold control their brain.
Pretty much. So we got a little 1-pounder, maybe 2.
Pretty fish.
Good looking fish. Definitely healthy. Put her back, bigger for another day. What's up, guys? I just kind of wanted to go back to that fish that I caught. That was my first 2021 bass, and I'm pretty excited because usually I don't wait. I mean, I wait until the spring or the summer to start fishing again, and Chris kind of encouraged me to get back out here and do some winter fishing. And I was scared of it because usually it's like super deep, they don't move as much, they're very lethargic. But you gotta go out here and try this. Like, the fish that we catch, every fish, Chris can say, and you've seen it in his videos, they're fat. Like, basically I caught a 5-pounder, what was it, last summer? It's probably 7 pounds right now, and so like the chances of you catching that PB are heightened so much if you come out here and try it. So anyways, just wanted to go a little bit over that. Use blade baits, use jerk baits, use big swim baits, something heavy, just try it out. So that fish that I caught a minute ago was off of a Venom Lures Donkey Snatcher. The color is a shaddish color.
It's like a natural shad.
A natural shad. But yeah, with a little underspin, and just let it, basically let it drop to the bottom, gave it a few twitches, and then honestly just started getting very erratic with it. And then letting it have a longer pause. and the baby donkey snatched it. Venom lures.
Get bit. All right, guys, we're fixing to call it. Me and Country Hook TV have had enough with this wind and cold weather. It did not get up to 50 degrees like we thought it was going to be. It's probably like still 44, 45 degrees with the wind and the water, so it feels like it's about 38 outside. I don't know if y'all can see this wind, but it's pretty windy out here. But we're going to call it. We caught a few bass. I caught fish on almost every different lure, but it was the most in weirdest ways. You'd think I would have got one off a jerkbait, but I didn't. Caught one off the Livingston lure, B Viper 6, the Venom lure is Donkey Snatcher, Rattleshake, and then with the Venom lure's DK rig with the little high floater. He caught one off a Donkey Snatcher with a underspin, and I mean, we caught fish, don't get me wrong. I wish we had a toad in here, but don't we all? But we're fixing to get up out of here. This wind's done beat us up, man. Like, I got a wind headache coming on. If y'all don't know what that is, it's when the wind's just constantly hitting you in the forehead. It's kind of like the Chinese torture treatment with the water drip. But hadn't got that bad yet, but you know what I'm saying. So without further ado, we're gonna get up out of here and go check out Country Hook TV's channel. Be in the link below in this description, of course.
I post once a year, so enjoy that one video. It's gonna be really nice though, quality, 10 out of 10. Watch it again. All right, guys.
All right, guys. Peace.